Well, the situation is tense at Wits University in Johannesburg this afternoon. Chaos once again broke out a short while ago. Police fired stun grenades and rubber bullets to try and disperse the protesters who tried to disrupt classes and tests as the fees must fall protests intensify. The protest at the institution is now in its fifth week. Protesters again went on the rampage, violently disrupting classes. They tore question papers and answer sheets at the electrical engineering faculty. Other students were forced out of their halls. Protesters insist they want the shutdown to continue at the institution. They say they are angry after their leader, Mtsebo Dlamini, was denied bail yesterday. They accuse police of targeting the Fees Must Fall campaign leaders. Let's get more now on what's happening at Wits. Our reporter Griselda Lewis is there. Griselda, good afternoon. Mayhem again today on campus. We understand someone has been shot. What can you confirm for us?
Well, Natasha, absolute mayhem, and the situation does remain tense here at Wits University. The visuals that you're seeing on your screen right now are of protesting students together with protesting workers. You recall, of course, that students were in the forefront of the workers' struggle when they were demanding to be insourced into this university. We know that Wits University has agreed to insource these workers come January. So these workers are saying they're here on the front line now, protesting with these students for free education and free education now. Just to paint a picture then, Natasha, of what took place just a little bit earlier on, we saw the protesting students move towards the West Campus building, and essentially that walked into one of the tests that were being written. We understand it was a chemical engineering test, and essentially students took those question papers and basically tore them up. That's when we saw police really go in to try and contain the situation. That's when police fired rubber bullets, tear gas and stun grenades. Several students that we saw completely running away from the chaos there. One student fell on the floor, and we understand that she broke her leg. We don't quite understand at this stage the full extent of her injuries, but we'll certainly get more a bit later on. Police are certainly showing a lot of force at the university. We saw them just a few minutes ago march towards this area here in front of us, and essentially when they did that, the students started running towards different directions, but they've managed to pull back at this stage as the students and the workers continue protesting. The disruptions themselves have already been confirmed by Wits University. They're saying that once the protesters have now been removed from that area, the students will continue to write the test which they were sitting for. So those are just some of the disruptions that we heard about since this morning. The university has also confirmed at this stage that one of the libraries was also partially set on fire. Yesterday afternoon, the SABC was able to go into that library and manage to see the extent of the damage where some of the books have been burned.
Griselda, one has to sympathize with the students on campus trying to finish their degrees, finish their year of study, the students there that were writing their exams or their tests.
The situation had been fairly calm since this morning, Natasha. We saw quite a number of students moving in and out of the different lecture halls, but then we understood that at about 11 o'clock, between 11 and 12 o'clock, that's when some of these student leaders met with these students and then decided to go and disrupt some of the lectures that were taking place. That's when we saw those disruptions taking place at the campus where those test papers were torn up. But some of these students saying that they're adamant they want to remain on campus at this stage, and if the university says that it will then supply all the necessary security and bring in the additional police that is required in order for them to feel safe on the institution's premises, they will continue then coming to the lectures, because it's exactly as you pointed out, the major concern here is about the examinations, and you already know that Wits University has had to alter the examination timetable in order to accommodate the scenes that we've seen over the past a couple of weeks to 5 weeks now. But the situation here is absolutely volatile. But police really have moved back from this area now. They're not really occupying the area here in front of the Great Hall. If you could see towards my direction there on the steps of the Great Hall, some of the students that had come out of some of the lecturers are basically standing on the stairs there and watching the protesting students as well as the workers here. But that certainly does not seem to be any end in sight to the violence and the scenes that we've seen here over the past couple of minutes. These students say they're going to continue with their action, but certainly quite a number of students have been injured. We'll definitely get an official figure on that from the concerned authorities, and we'll certainly keep you updated with the situation here at Wits University. Natasha.
Griselda, thank you very much. Griselda Lewis there live from Wits University.